Hello there and welcome back my fellow pixelators. What's going on? So Hishi here and I am back from holiday, so back to our regular uploads, and today we are doing Naruto vs Sasuke special part 4, and so we're going to be completing this build until the end. As you know, we've changed the way we're doing pixel tutorial methods now, so that's why we're completing it till the end. And also, one thing as well I have to say as well, thank you so much for hitting over 100 subs. So I will be having a 100 sub special after the 50 sub special, which I really need to complete this because it's taking up a lot of a lot of builds works that I need to complete and suggestions that are already designed, but I just aren't able to release it because there's so many. With those notes being said though, again, thank you so much for the support lately. It's been great, and a massive thank you for hitting over 100 subs, and you guys have been absolutely killing it lately as well. And with those notes being said, let's get straight into the build. And as I am back from holiday, we are back to the regular uploads and just the regular times that these uploads come out, which don't really matter too much, as long as they're uploaded each day. That's the better thing. But anyway, moving on with the build without taking enough of your time. Today we are going to be using black concrete and gold block for today's build. So same blocks as usual. And we're going to be flying over to the bottom right diagonal that we left off last time in this build. Which we kept this build last time quite short. There was a lot of things happening that day. But anyway, back to the regular times as I said. But once we have flown to this bottom right diagonal that we did last leave off, we're going to place 4 black concrete going underneath from here. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. There we go. That should be 5 in total there, by the way. Once you've done that though, do a bottom right diagonal from here. From this bottom right diagonal, place 2 going underneath, so 1 and 2. As you can see, that is a 3 in total, right there going down. Do another bottom right diagonal from here. And from this bottom right diagonal, we're going to place 4 going underneath. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. And there we go, that should be 5 in total there. So bottom right diagonal with 4 going underneath it. Once we have done that, do another bottom right diagonal from here. And from this bottom right diagonal, place 2 going underneath, so 1, 2. As you can see, that's a 3 in total right there. And then do another bottom right diagonal from here. And from this bottom right diagonal, we're going to place 4 going underneath. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. And there we go. You can see that is a 5 in total there. Fly back down to the bottom and do a bottom right diagonal from here. From this bottom right diagonal, place 2 underneath, so 1 and 2. There we go, there's a 3 in total there. We're also going to do another bottom right diagonal from here and place another 2 underneath, 1 and 2. That's another 3 in total right there. And do another bottom right diagonal from the bottom here, and we're going to place 1 going underneath just like so. Then I'm going to do another bottom right diagonal from here. From this bottom right diagonal, we're going to place 1 to the right, just like so. We're then going to place 1 on top. We're then going to fly underneath, so underneath to here. We're going to place 1 underneath, just like so. We're then going to place 1 going to the left, just like so. And then flying to the right, so back to this right hand side here. Once we've flown back into this right hand side, place 2 going underneath from here. So 1, 2. We're then going to place 1 to the right, then flying to the left, so back to this point here, and place 2 underneath from here, so 1 and 2. Then we're going to place 1 going to the right, we're then going to place 1 on top, so fill this gap in, then fly underneath. Once you've flown underneath here, place 2 underneath, 1 and 2, then place 1 going to the right, and then place 3 underneath, so 1, 2, and 3. There we go, that little bit there's done. That's quite a complicated area. It's hard to explain because it's quite thick in areas. That's why I always hate explaining black concrete when it gets a bit thicker, because it's really hard to explain. But that is what it should look like there. So there's a 1 sticking out here with like a kind of 2x2 square, then kind of 1 sticking out on its own with a 2x3 here, and then on the right hand side it's a 1 sticking out with another 1 underneath it with 1 to the right, and then 3 at the bottom dangling down. Which, you've probably already done all this, but just in case for anyone that's a bit confused and can't see what it looks like, if yours doesn't look like this. But if you have done this, then nice. We're going to move back onto this one that we placed on top right here. Once we've flown back to this one on top right here, we're going to place 3 going up from here. So 1, 2, and 3. So that is 4 in total going up from that point there. We're then going to do an up left diagonal from here. From this up left diagonal, place 4 on top. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. And that should be 5 in total there. So up left diagonal with the 4 going on top, which makes it 5 in total. Then flow back up to the top here and do another up left diagonal from here. And from this up left diagonal here, place 6 going on top. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Once again, that is 7 in total there. Flying back up to the top, do another up left diagonal from here. From this up left diagonal, place 3 going up. So 1, 2, and 3. That should be 4 in total there. Okay, back up to the top. Then do an up left diagonal from here. And from this up left diagonal, we're going to go up by 12. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. That should be 13 in total right there. If you want to know that you've gone correctly, an easier way by doing this is taking out our gold block and counting 5 going to the left from here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. As you can see, the 5th one connects to the left right here, but it connects to the 4th one going up from this line, very top line here, as you can see. If your one does count there, that means we've done that correctly, and it just means we've done everything else correctly as well, because it might mean you've gone somewhere wrong actually down there, and you did get that right, but if you have gone correctly, then we are going to move back onto this line here. So destroy gold blocks, because we don't need those. And once we have moved back to this line here, we are going to do another up left diagonal from this line. From this up left diagonal, we're just going to place 1 on top for now. And we're going to do a little area over here, because it's like an area that's hard to get to when we're going to do the shading. So it'd be nice if we do this area now to make it easier for us. So this one that we have placed on top right here, we are going to take out our gold block. And once we take out our gold block, to the right of this one that we placed on top here, of this up left diagonal, we want to place 4 going to the right from here with our gold block. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. Once we've placed 4 of our gold blocks going to the right here, take out our black concrete and place 2 going to the right. So 1, 2. We're then going to do an upright diagonal from here. From this upright diagonal, place 2 to the right. So 1, 2. There we go. Now what we're going to do, from this 3 here, let's just fly over to the end of the 3. So basically the very first upright diagonal from this 2 to this 3. So the very first one of the 3 basically. You can see where we're going off. We're going off this one right here. Once we have flown to this one here though with our gold block, we're going to place 2 going underneath here. So 1, 2. There we go. We should be looking like that. Once we have done that, take out our black concrete. Underneath these 2 gold blocks that we just placed, place 1 going underneath, just like so. Then, with our black concrete, also place another 1 to the right, and there we go. Once we've done this, take out our gold block again, and from this black concrete that we just placed to the right here, we're going to place 1 gold block underneath, just like so. And take out our black concrete, place 1 underneath, and then place 1 to the right. Then fly into the left, so back to here, and do a bottom left diagonal from here. And then place 1 to the left, just like so. Once we've done this, fly back into the right by 1, so back to this little spot here, and take out our gold block, and with our gold block, do a bottom right diagonal from here. From this bottom right diagonal, place 1 underneath, just like so with our gold block. And once we've done this, take out our black concrete, and do a bottom right diagonal from here. From this bottom right diagonal, do a bottom left diagonal. There we go. From this bottom left diagonal that we just done, we're going to take out our gold block again, and we're going to do a bottom right diagonal from here. From this bottom right diagonal, take out our black concrete, and place 1 going to the right. We're then going to do an upright diagonal, and then from this upright diagonal, we're going to do another upright diagonal, and we're going to place 2 going to the right. So 1, 2, and take out our gold block, place 1 underneath the end of this 3 here, just like so. Once you've done that, take out our black concrete, place 1 underneath. We're then going to place 1 to the right, and flying towards the left by 1, so back to here. Do 3 bottom left diagonals from here. So 1, 2, and 3. There we go. And finally but not least, the last area here. take out a gold block again and do a bottom right diagonal from the end of this 3 that we just did. Just like so. And with our gold block, once we've done that, take out our black concrete and place one underneath, just like so. We're then going to do a bottom left diagonal. We're then going to place one to the left. Then fly back up to this kind of upright diagonal, the one underneath the gold block basically. Once we have flown back to here though, place one going to the right with our black concrete. Then do another upright diagonal. Place one to the right. Then do a bottom right diagonal. And then do a bottom left diagonal. And there we go. Once we've done that, we're going to zoom out and have a look at what we've done so far. And as you can see, that's what we've done so far. Now see, it looks a bit weird because that gold's not meant to be there. That's just like part of the kind of like shading in the area and kind of like where he's been hitting. So once we have done that though, we're going to destroy all these gold blocks because we don't need to keep these. But as you can see, I've kept all the gold blocks for now just because you can see basically where it all connects and where it's all in line. And once you have done everything correctly, we are going to destroy those now. So let's destroy those. This one here, down there, and there we go. Just destroy these quickly. Right, and I'll have a full zoom out again just so we can see what we've done right there. There we go. Now, once we've done this, we're going to fly back up to the one that we placed on top. So back to these like 2 going up here with the black concrete where we left off. And we got a lot to go up here, by the way. So, but once we have flown back into here, and once we have flown to here, we are going to go up by 30 from here. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, and 30. So that should be 32 in total going down here. So if you want to pause the video and count, you can count just to make sure. If you don't want to count, just want to continue on, then continuing on from here, we are going to do a upright diagonal from here. And from this upright diagonal, we're going to place one to the right. We're then going to fly into the left, so back into here. And we're going to go up by 8 from here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. We're then going to do an upright diagonal. And from this upright diagonal, we're going to go up by 5 from here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. We're then going to place one to the right. We're then going to place one on top. Then place one to the left. Fly back to the right by 1, so back to this little spot here. And once we've flown back to this little spot here, we're going to place 2 going up from here. So 1 and 2. We're then going to place one to the right. Fly to the left. Place one on top. Once we've done this, we're going to go all the way down from this line that we just did. So the one that we placed on top, we're still on this line here. We just want to fly all the way down to the bottom of this line. So back to here at the bottom right of basically this 2x2 chunky square. And with our black concrete, let's just place one going to the right for now from here. So there we go. This is part of the eye right here. So again, place one to the right, that bottom one there. And place one to the right here of one away from the top, basically from the one that we just placed on top right there. Once we have done all of this though, we are going to fly back up to the one that we placed on top. And once we have flown back to the one that we placed on top, we're going to place another 3 going up from here. So 1, 2, and 3. We're then going to place one to the right, just like so. Once we've done this, we're going to fly back into towards the left, so back towards here. And we're going to place 3 going up from here. So 1, 2, and 3. Then we're going to do an upright diagonal. From this upright diagonal, place 4 going up. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. As you can see, that's 5 in total right there. Back to the top. Do another upright diagonal from here. From this upright diagonal, we're going to place 2 on top. So 1 and 2. We're then going to place 1 going to the right, just like so. And flying towards the left. Once we've flown towards the left, I'm going to place 4 going up. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. And there we go. We're then going to do an upright diagonal from here. And from this upright diagonal, we're going to place 4 on top. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. Again, that should be 5 in total there. Then do another upright diagonal from the top of here. And from this upright diagonal, we're going to place 5 on top. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And that should be 6 total there. and then do another upright diagonal from here. From this upright diagonal, we're going to place 4 on top, so 1, 2, 3, and 4. That should be 5 in total there. Once we've done that, do another upright diagonal from here. From this upright diagonal, place another 4 on top, so 1, 2, 3, and 4. And again, that should be another 5 in total there. We're then going to do another upright diagonal, and again, place another 4 on top, so 1, 2, 3, and 4. And once again, that is 5 right there in total. And flying back up to the top, once you're flying back to the top, do another upright diagonal from here. And from this upright diagonal, we're going to do a bottom right diagonal. From this bottom right diagonal, we're going to place 4 going underneath. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. Once we've done this, we're going to have a little quick zoom out for now, just so we can see what we've done so far. Take a little break. I'll try and zoom out. I always struggle to zoom out and get everything in frame, but there we go. You can kind of see from this angle anyway. Don't need to fully zoom out and get it straight. So, as you see today we've started from, I can't remember where we started from. We started from there, right? Yeah, we started from there, we went down here, and now we've gone up here and we've done that little part there. So as you can see, so far we're doing the hair again, but we're actually moving on to the face here. Well, actually that's the face as well, but this is like the face kind of side where the eye is. Moving on though, from this break, once you're ready to go back on, we are going to fly back to the 4 that we placed underneath. So back to this point over here. Once we have flown back to this point here, do a bottom right diagonal from here. From this bottom right diagonal, we're going to place 4 underneath. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. Then I'm going to do another bottom right diagonal from here and place 3 underneath. So 1, 2, and 3. Then I'm going to do another bottom right diagonal. And from this bottom right diagonal, we're going to place 3 underneath. So 1, 2, and 3. Then I'm going to do another bottom right diagonal from here and place another 3 underneath. So 1, 2, and 3. Once we have done that, we'll zoom out just a bit. As you can see, that is 3 4s going down there in total. Once we have done these though, flying back down to the bottom of them, do another bottom right diagonal from here. From this bottom right diagonal right here, we're going to place 2 underneath, so 1 and 2. We're then going to do another bottom right diagonal from here. And from this bottom right diagonal, we're going to place 3 underneath, so 1, 2, and 3. And once we've done that, do another bottom right diagonal from here. Then place 2 underneath, so 1 and 2. And then do another bottom right diagonal from here. From this bottom right diagonal, we're going to place 3 underneath, so 1, 2, and 3. There we go. Do another bottom right diagonal from here. And this time we're going to place 3 underneath, so 1, 2, and 3. And then we're going to place 1 going to the left from here, just like so. Once we've done this, we're going to fly back into the walls to the right. So back towards here, and we're going to place 3 going underneath here again. So 1, 2, and 3. We're then going to place 1 black concrete going to the left, just like so. And once we've done that, flying back into towards the right, place 1 going underneath, just like so. We're then going to do a bottom right diagonal, and from this bottom right diagonal here, we're going to place 2 going underneath, so 1 and 2. Then I'm going to place 1 to the left, then place 1 underneath, then place 1 to the right. Then we're going to fly back towards the left by 1, so back to this left corner here. And we're going to place 3 going underneath from here, so 1, 2, and 3. We're then going to move up by 1 and place 1 to the left, and we'll leave that there for now. Flying back into the 1 underneath here, we are going to do 2 bottom right diagonals from this one here. So 1 and 2. From this second one, place 1 underneath, just like so. Then do another bottom right diagonal from here. From this bottom right diagonal, place 1 to the right, then place 1 underneath, then fly up by 1, place 1 to the right, and then from here we're going to go up by 4. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. And then we're going to fly down by 1, so to here. And we're going to place 1 going to the left from here. We're then going to do an up left diagonal from here. Then from this up left diagonal to another up left diagonal. Place 1 on top, and as you can see, this 1 on top connects in up left diagonal direction. Back to this 2x2 square here. One more little thing we got to do though. As you can see in this gap here, the one light going underneath here, and this up left diagonal, very first one that we place it left here of this 4, we're just going to fill in this little 2 gap underneath these 2. So 1 and 2, there you go. And as you see, that's that little bit there, done. And once we have done that, flying back to the one that's sticking up here on the right hand side here, we want to fly back to here. Once we have flown back to here, we're going to place 2 going up from here. So 1 and 2. We don't want to do it up left diagonal from here. From this up left diagonal, we're going to place 1 on the top, then place 1 to the right, and fly back in towards the left by 1, so back to here. Place another 1 to the left, just like so. And then from this one that we just placed to the left, we're going to go up by 5 from here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. We're then going to fly down by 1, so to here, as we're going to place 1 to the right of here. And then we want to fly back to the one that we placed on top. So again, we'll be coming back to here, just like that point there. And once we have flown back to this one going up here, we're going to do an up left diagonal from here. And once we've done this up left diagonal, we're going to go up by 8. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. We don't want to do another up left diagonal from here. And once you've done this up left diagonal, we're going to go up by 11. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and 11. And once we've done this 11 going up here, do another up left diagonal from here. And from this up left diagonal, we're going to go up by 14. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, and 14. And as you can see from this 14th one here, as you can see, if you look to the left, we are in line with this one going down here. So not the very top line, the second bottom line going down here from the very top. As you can see, we are in line with this right here. Just wanted to say that quickly because we've done a lot that counts up a lot there. Just so we know that we've done everything correctly, basically, down there. But continuing on from here, doing up left diagonal from this one right here. And place 8 going up from here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. And then we want to do an upright diagonal from here. From this upright diagonal, we'll do a bottom right diagonal. And then once we've done this bottom right diagonal, fly back up to the upright diagonal. So back from where we did the bottom right diagonal from, so back to here. Once we've flown back to here, we want to go up by 6 from here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And do an upright diagonal and place 1 on top. And there we go. We're just going to zoom out now. And that should be everything for today. And if we could just zoom out quickly. So as you can see, it's coming along quite nicely already. I don't actually think this is going to take as long as I thought it was going to take. I say this, it's probably going to take really long, but we'll see. Because Luffy took really long. Naruto was kind of like average time. Sasuke was really quick. Rumor of the Tempest was also really long. This one, though, I don't know, to be honest. I mean, we are doing the easiest one. Again, Sasuke doesn't have a lot in this. Naruto definitely does have a lot more detail. But yeah, well, we'll see. But with those notes being said, though, this is the end of today's video. And if you haven't already, go and hit that like button and subscribe if you haven't already. And with those notes being said, look forward to the 100 sub special, which will be released when we finish this. So I'll try and get this quicker if I can out. I'll see if I can get double uploads some days as well, because I want to get this quickly done so we can actually move on to that build, and so we can get the other builds out quicker, because we do have a lot of suggestions that I do, which are already designed, as I said. They just need to be released, but I can't release everything at once because that would just be too much, basically. But again, without further ado, that is the end of today's video. So peace out, enjoy the rest of your day, and goodbye.